The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. He's got room past the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Gun.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. They'll look to throw again. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They go play action with Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going off. And now off to the races down the right side. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 75 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts, flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability.
but when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this, Charles, is a tight game through the first 2 quarters, but they've come out in this second half and really took the fight to them.
And you and I both know that in the locker room at halftime, both sides' head coaches emphasize the first 5 minutes of the second half, getting out and establishing yourselves. One team has definitely done that.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 70 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rush, and now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Second down, back to Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. Jack Stoll, 31 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 32 on the play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
but I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
A good pick up there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. From the 38, Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Another run with Sanders. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. Boy, so a chance to take the lead here in this 4th quarter, but he couldn't get this one on target.
Everything looked good. The snap, the hold, even the distance. The only thing off, the most important part, the accuracy.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to Mixon on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll run with Mixon. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Seattle.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Right out of the gates, here's Smith.
Flushed out right. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Finding Walker complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 42 yards.
And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Burrow on play action.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. This is the tight end Fant. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Inside handoff, Penny. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They go play action with Burrow. And And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. Second and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
75 yards.
And the Bengals go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he floated one out there incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Smith on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 84 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the defense picked off by Justin Coleman.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Behind the chain, second and 12.
Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Cameron Sample.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Burrow looking to pass. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 63 yards. And the Seahawks have regained the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
11 mighty.
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll go to P-Rod, trying to pound it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, You got to make sure of what you're doing.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Mitchell Wilcox punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They go back to the air. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Geno on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Smith.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Smith throwing again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had that one right there. That's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Steps away to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The third quarter now at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right.
Again, that's Hurst.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
From the 16, Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's the tight end. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Mixon with a first down carry.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Smith now to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. On second down, here's Penny. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here's Walker.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at... The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the Bengalsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And he fires.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
We'll get this up to about the 44. Back to Mixon on second down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give right side now to Hunt. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Chubb. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football. Tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, Watson. Buying time to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. From his end zone, Wilson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 36,
Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
64 yards.
And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Watson on first down. On the move to his left. And he completes it to Hunt. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. To throw is Watson.
Another completion here to Hunt.
Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Burrow looking to pass. That is taken in by Hurst. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Bengals are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Taken at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They will indeed snap it to Watson, eluding the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Play action. It's Burrow. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. On 1st down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Hunt is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Right, 80.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now Burrow. On a huge miss. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now, Watson rolling to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Carr going to throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 73 yards. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One play in the end zone on the long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline and my coach said, so what in the scouting report would circle?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From his end zone, Wilson. And he returns this to the 22. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rolling to his right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Carr. And it's complete. This is Brandon Bolden. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Again, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carr will look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. After the sack on 1st down, Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Nothing. Our score after 1. Carr going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. This is caught. It's Boyd.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow points the target, and he has it over the middle. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get
and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Max Crosby in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Carr.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Touchdown!
Joe Mixon.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
And I think the ball's out. And the Bengals grab it.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This one taken just inside the 10.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But gutsy call there. Yea's at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 27 yards. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. And he's brought down. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He gets this one to Boyd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down.
Quick slant into the hands of Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Excellent recognition, and none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Throwing now is Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point.